Alright. Oh, I forgot I was gonna make a fucking intro thing. That's alright. Probably wasn't gonna do it today anyway. Good evening. Good morning. Now, where's my other fucking window? Let's see. Docs. Chat. Well, that's a strange shape for a window. Come on, you fucker. Connecting to chat. How's everybody doing today? Oh, I gotta be mindful of that fucking ad thing. Alright, today we're gonna finish Jake's Game Boy Advance one way or another. Actually, I think I'm gonna take the board out of one of my GBAs that's already been refurbished. Because the one for that we've been working on for Jake, last I checked, isn't powering on. And that's something I can sort out at one point or another. But I kind of wanted to get Jake's Game Boy Advance done for him, get it back to him. And I can sort out that other board another time. Know what I mean? I'm drinking coffee at 6:04 p.m. I don't give a shit. Howdy. Okay, let's see. Okay, good. All right. Now I know that the chat is working. Tuesday morning. Good Wednesday evening, Tuesday morning. Top of the Tuesday morning to you on this fine Wednesday evening. So I was just saying, that Game Boy Advance I've been working on for Jake. We've been working on for Jake. Mighty Jake 182. I'm going to finish it tonight. And I think I'm just going to take the board from a Game Boy Advance that's already been refurbished. Swap them. Because for some reason, the Game Boy Advance motherboard that's been set aside for Jake that I've been working on currently isn't powering on. So I must have fucked something up when I did the new capacitors. I'm confident I can fix it, but I kind of just want to get it over with. So, since I have more Game Boy Advances than I need right now, I'll take the board from one of mine, put that in Jake's system, send it out to him, and then the other board I'll fix at some point for myself. At some point in the future. How's everything going in Western New York? Oh, Western New York, nay. Yeah, I think he will. He's been very patient. So, least I can do is wrap that gavel up, you know? I was gonna message Jake and let him know that I'm doing this tonight, but then I was like, I don't want to jinx myself. And it's been so long. I never want to like over promise and under deliver, which I feel like I've already done a little bit with Jake in this Game Boy Advance. So if he pops in, that's awesome. But otherwise, the next message I send to him will be, "Hey, your Game Boy Advance is done." Pypro started his job being the driver for the popular entertainment at the institution. His first job was Penfolds 5. That's wild. That's fucking cool. That's awesome. Oh, man. That's actually really cool. Let's see. Let me write myself a note. Let's see. For the parts that I'm taking out of this this other system. because I really got to start labeling stuff. He's most looking forward to Emmylou Harris later on this season. That's cool. If I was a famous entertainer and I got to town and Pi Pro was the driver, I'd be really happy about that. All right. Okay. Okay, this does work. This is one of my Game Boy Advances that I'm gonna take the board from. This is not an aftermarket IPS screen. This is actually a backlit screen from a Game Boy Advance SP Model 101, the most sought after screen until the aftermarket screens. So I made myself a little note so I can put this in a box um, and know what it is. That's the rare 101 screen. He's trying to think like the best of Uber status, cooler with top notch waters, and that kind of stuff. Oh, top notch waters. Famous people love that shit. That's cool. That's awesome. Oh, shit, what kind of crazy mod was this? This was before I started modding. Right before I started modding. So this was done by a professional modder, my friend Jeremy. It's a trade, but am I going to be able to sort this shit out once I get inside here? Or is it going to make any sense to me at all? Oh, this came sometimes like Retro Game Repair Shop, one of the places I order parts from. They'll include stuff like this in the packages. And this one I set as usually I give them to my wife, but this one I set aside for a friend of mine who really loves this Pokemon. But I keep forgetting to give it to him when I see him. Okay, let's pop these screws out. This is mine. It's like smoke black on the back, solid black on the front, so I don't want to be distracted by any of the internals while I'm playing. But I also want to be able to see the buttons easily, so not have them black on black, so they're clear purple. Except for over here is like, light purple, and the shoulder buttons are light purple. Yeah. Anyway, I think it's cool. I'm looking at the wires in here, and am I gonna be able to take out this SP101 mod, or is it gonna be wired differently than I think it is? Because I see some wires going places that I was not expecting. Oh, whoops. Let me adjust this camera. Okay. Alright, there we go. Now I'm on screen. Now I'm on camera. So over the weekend, I was at Too Many Games Expo in Oaks, Pennsylvania, helping Forgotten Freshness sell some games to the people of Pennsylvania and other states, because people travel there. It's not just local people. And it was a lot of fun. It was busy, very tiring. In addition to being like 12-hour days, I also stayed up till like 1 a.m. every night playing Mr. Driller on Game Boy Color, trying to get a top score because the modded Game Boy Club is having a competition to get the best score in Mr. Driller. But the competition has been extended out to the end of this week. It was going to end on Monday, now it's ending this Friday. So for a minute at the beginning of the competition, I was in the lead, but only when there were like only 3 entries. I have been lapped multiple times since then. So, but I still have time to work on my score, but we'll see. I have a lot of improving to do before the gold is anywhere near my grasp. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Guten Abend. I bet that means good evening, right? President, it's good. It's good to see you. I was hoping you'd join. How is everything in Germany? Guten Abend. Good something. Good Charlotte. Correct. Good evening. Awesome. That's fantastic. I'm learning. I'm learning. Okay. Oh, jeez. So I'm going to finish Jake's Game Boy Advance, but because there's some problem that I still have to diagnose with the motherboard, I'm just going to take the motherboard from one of my personal Game Boy Advances that's already been refurbished and put that in Jake's Game Boy Advance, and I will troubleshoot that other motherboard at a later time and then put it back in my Game Boy Advance. But there's not a rush for mine. But I have entered into the now it's a rush territory for Jake because he's been very patient. How am I? I'm good. I was just saying that I was working at Too Many Games Expo in Pennsylvania. Helping Forgotten Freshness sell lots of games. And, oh, I got a game. I left it upstairs, though, so I can't show it on camera today, but I will be playing it on stream at some point. It's the Famicom version of Contra, which has a different memory mapper chip inside, so it has a lot more going on than the NES version. It's got cutscenes, it's also got animated backgrounds, so I got it complete in box, except it's missing some like Konami collector's card or something, which I would never have known about anyway, so I don't really care. It's got the manual that I can't read. It's got the cool alternate Japanese artwork that looks even more like the Alien movie series than the American Contra does. And President, I'm sure you know that Contra is Probotector. It's one of the games that was heavily changed for Europe back in the 80s to make it less violent. So the European version of Contra is called Probotector, and all the humans have been replaced with robots. So it's robot on robot violence, not human on human violence. And the goal of the game is to do a lot of probotecting, I guess. That's not the right screwdriver. Tip, head, end. Let's try this fella. Yeah, Too Many Games is a lot of fun. Did not see any famous people because they were in a different part of the room. Usually they're pretty close to where we are, but they were in a different part of the room. Fuck. But I already got my Charles Martinet autograph. I'm not even sure if he was there this year. I think he was, but I'm all set for now on Charles Martinet autographs. That description just reminded you of the song The Humans Are Dead by Flight of the Conchords. Is one of the guys from Flight of the Conchords one of the people from that does What We Do in the Shadows, or maybe the movie version of What We Do in the Shadows. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about. God damn it. Screw's kind of fucked up. It's possible, but you're not familiar. Oh my god. What We Do in the Shadows, I think you would like it. It was a movie in New Zealand, and now it's a TV series in America with some of the same people. But, like, Taika Waititi was one of the vampires in the movie version. It's Dinner for Schmucks. I've never seen that, I don't think. Sounds familiar, though. So maybe I have? I don't know. But What We Do in the Shadows is like a documentary movie. Um, and then the TV series is like a reality series, but it's like if the real world was all vampire roommates. It's fucking awesome. So the real world with vampires is how I would describe it. Oh shit! Oh, I didn't. Oh, I thought I dropped part of the screwdriver. Trying to get the screw out. I think the head is a little fucked up. Let's try this one. 1.5. You did watch a few episodes of it. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm a big fan. This is not the right size screwdriver either. Man, what the fuck? Hachi machi. I think I'll go up to 2 millimeters. Probotector. 2 millimeters. Is this it? Fuck. Come on, you fucker. Oh, so normally, fellow Twitch streamer Vinny Benny also works at the Forgotten Freshness booth at Too Many Games, but this year he had to go leave for tour with his rock band, the Acacia Strain, but they ended up killing some time at a mall like 20 minutes from where we were staying on Monday morning. And Monday morning was after the convention was over. We were just, taking our time getting out of the hotel. So a couple of us were like, oh, let's go see those guys. And then we met up with those guys. The Acacia Strain fellas. I really want to get this fucking screw out of here. Not sure how stripped it is. I can get this other screw out of here too, but that's going to be easier. All right, let's try bigger, I guess. 2.5. I gotta get some more flattering light in here. So I tried moving the light, but it's like now it's just shining right on the bald spots on my head. Right now you're in the process of rewatching Barry because you ran out of episodes. Damn it! I know that pain. I think they filmed the next season of Barry while they were filming this one, so I hope that means it's gonna be kind of a short wait. Man, this fucking thing. I gotta rewatch Stranger Things, Thingerstrangs, because the new episodes are coming out Friday, and I barely remember what happened in the new episodes that came out a couple months ago. I watched them too fast. I was falling asleep because I was fucking tired, even though I was really enjoying it. For me, the best way to watch something is not to do a marathon. Not... Okay, got one screw out. What the fuck? What the hell screw was that? It really just come out of the shell? I guess. But it's so small. What the fuck is going on here? Anyway, so the best way for me to watch a show is to watch an episode, wait at least a day, a couple days, and then watch the next ones, because I need that time to think about the episode and let it like process mentally while I'm going about my day. If I just binge them all, watch them all in a marathon session, it loses something. For me, personally. Fuck. Any bigger or smaller? I'll try the 3mm. At 3.5, there is no 3. God damn it. No, that's way too big. Let's try the J1. You take the pause and discuss while binging approach. Okay. Yeah, there's got to be some sort of like mental processing, or it's just it like doesn't stick as much, you know? Really like Stranger Things, but one of the characters look an awful lot like a family member you lost. Oh my god. Yeah, that's understandable. That fucking sucks. Sorry to hear that. Also, for the record, this screw, at least in this particular shell, is a J1. Yeah, that sort of thing will definitely ruin the experience for you. What the fuck is going on here? Oh, there's a little switch. Again, I didn't do this mod. This is done for me by a friend as a trade. And what's the switch here? There's like a switch. Where's my spudger so I can point? I really need to find out where to get different colored spudgers, because having a black spudger on like a black work area, work surface, is just a constant fucking headache. Found that watching 2 movies is your maximum for an evening. 3 and you can't tell them apart the next day. Yeah, that's the thing. You watch too much stuff and it's like, what happened? You know? You are imprisoned by many trigger walls in the form of all of the things and all the places. Yeah, I can relate to that a little bit. It sucks. So there's a switch here in the battery compartment. I don't know what it does. I'm sure my friend that did this for me told me at the time, but I don't remember. It's a couple years ago. Okay, that being said, it's like I can't just, pull, Shit. How the fuck am I gonna get in there then? To get the screws off. Okay. Okay. Alright. You like that, but mostly for trivia stuff you read. Gonna use this handy thing. The dry erase magnetic dry erase board. So let's see. Okay, so I will put the screws on here so I don't lose them. Shit. Here, and it's nice and labeled. GBA black and purple JTT. It's magnetic. screw magnetic. Okay, let me see if I can get this other screw out of the battery compartment before I get too much further. There it is. Okay. Huh. I have to take some pictures of this mod. There's some crazy shit going on. Okay, should be 2 more screws. Read all kinds of shit about anything and everything, but you'll be obsessive with it, and you read like every little detail, president, source, etc. Just gets really hard to keep it straight. I know what you mean. I know what you mean. Were there only 2 screws? Weird. Okay. Damn, shorty. Okay. Only 2 screws, I guess. I need to start taking some pictures of this, because this is it's a different sort of beast than what I'm used to. Okay, take a picture of that little switch there. All that there. Take a picture of what the one end of this wire is soldered to. It's for my own records. It's soldered to that leg of that. Whatever that is. Oh, what am I doing? Well, so the last couple weeks on and off, yeah, I've been working on a Game Boy Advance for Mighty Jake 182. Oh, Mighty Jake 182. You know what? I ate at Wawa a lot over the weekend, and they know I'm a Sheets fan, so they smited me as well. So, I'll explain to the president and also to Jake. So I've been working on a Game Boy Advance for Mighty Jake 182, and I recapped the board and everything, and then, oh, just one of your favorite, okay. I thought maybe you got an Impossible Whopper. Oh yeah, so there's some problem with the Game Boy Advance board that I've been working on for Mighty Jake. So I figure since Jake has been so patient, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a board from one of my personal Game Boy Advances, switch it, use this board for Jake's Game Boy Advance, and then the other board I'll just get around to fixing, and putting back in my Game Boy Advance at some point in the future. Because I have other Game Boy Advances, like it's fine. Yeah, so just trying to take this motherboard out of here from my Game Boy Advance. And, oh, okay. Yeah, this is a SP101 mod where it's using the backlit screen from a Game Boy Advance SP model 101, the best backlit screen until the aftermarket IPSs that we use nowadays. Just taking pictures of all this work so I can redo it. But when I rebuild it for myself, I'll probably use an IPS screen. Yeah, so I have a few GBAs, right? This is one that was modded for me as a trade. Like I traded somebody a rare Dreamcast controller that I didn't need, and they were like, "Let me give you something for it." I was like, "Well, why don't you put a 101 screen in a Game Boy Advance, because that's something I don't have. And this is before I knew about the IPS screen mods, or maybe before they did they made the IPS screens. Um, yeah, so I have other Game Boy Advances. This is not the one I usually use. This is the one I use like once in a great while. So I figure I'll take the board from this one, finish your Game Boy Advance with this board, Jake. Excuse me. And then when I get around to troubleshooting the board that I was going to use for yours and now isn't powering on, because I don't feel like troubleshooting it now and figuring it out now, I'll figure that out at some point in the future and put it in my Game Boy Advance in this one. But for now, since you've been so patient, I figure let's just get your Game Boy Advance done, because this has just been sitting in a drawer. I haven't even touched it in months, you know? And then so this board is going in yours, the other board is going to go in this one whenever I figure out what the fuck the power problem is with it. So yeah. NBD, no big whoop. Okay. It is no problem. How's everything in Mighty Jakesville? I got the report from Germany. I got the report from Western New York. Now that I know the Burger King thing was not true, that's good to hear. Just trying to open this little bail or whatever, this little lock on the ribbon. Oh, of course my hand is right in the way. Forgot I need to get new tweezers at some point because these are fucking bent. I don't need to get new tweezers, but I should. Chilling at home, fresh out of the shower after a day at work, been catching lots of Pokemon and making a living Pokedex. A living Pokedex? Like, you're capturing Pokemon, like, for real? In real life? IRL? Oh, the present had a delivery from Burger King. The only Burger King I remember in Germany is in Hamburg, I think, or Hamburg, right near the red light district. So that's a Burger King I know in Germany. Let's see. Oh, I dropped a button. Pokemon aren't real? Okay, well, I don't know. I don't know what the fuck's going on in Ohio these days. Pokemon. Try to catch a lot of them. I need my flashlight because I dropped one of these buttons on the floor. A living Pokedex. Is that like a living will? Where the fuck is this button? Oh, there it is. Been catching one of everything. You have 819 different Pokemon. Wow, wow, wow. Okay. I have this box here that I need to open. There's like a USB cable in it, but I need to open it so that I can... Where's that fucking box cutter? So that I can use this box to store the parts of the purple Game Boy Advance in so I don't lose track of it. I have the box cutter right here. What the fuck? I'm sure I moved it out of the way. Quote unquote out of the way. thinking I was helping future me. Okay. I got a little bit of bow wrap to wrap this in. Pypro saw a little old lady playing Pokemon Go at work the other day and re-downloaded it. Nice. I saw someone playing Pokemon Go while they were driving. Needless to say, they were not driving very well. Okay, let me just put all these parts in this box. Make sure that thing is off. It is. You know what? I'm kind of glad I opened this up because when I put it back together at some point with that other board, I'm going to build it a little bit differently. Oh, I see. This is going to be handy for testing. That is dangerous. Should not play Pokemon Go while driving. Okay, so what else do I need to do to free this board? Pokemon app should go into some safety mode when GPS moves too quickly. It should, honestly. Okay, I need to desolder that wire and open up this lock here. Okay. It does, or at least it used to. Oh. I wonder if there's a way to override it, like, no, I'm a passenger. I don't know. I could be wrong. Maybe this guy wasn't playing Pokemon Go. Maybe that was just his excuse for driving poorly. I don't know. Damn, that's strong. Okay. Thought I was being clever. That's not a good view. Just looking down the coffee cup. Can't really catch them while you're driving, but you can still be watching for them and not paying attention to the road. Okay. Maybe this was a bad place to put these cables since I need to get into the side of this to get my soldering iron out. Thought I was being so clever. Let me just throw the BRB screen up for a minute so I can open up this this rack and get my soldering iron out. Please enjoy this hold music, composed by President McHammergill. Okay, I noticed that only the president has been dancing. No one else has been dancing. I'm a little disappointed. But, Germans are just a more danceable culture. So one of these rack drawers wasn't originally mine, and I just noticed looking at it from this angle, there's some weird stuff written on the inside of it. Oh, Mighty Jake is dancing. Nice. Tuesday does not have any dancing emotes. I don't either. But I think we've established I'm the worst at Twitch. Okay. Was this the best place to put this power strip? Maybe not. If you think this work area is dirty, be glad you can't see the part of the table behind the camera. How's Mike Recon holding up on the road? Well, I can tell you because I saw him Monday morning. I was telling these guys, I think before you got in here, maybe after you got in here, I don't know, that normally Vinny Benny, Twitch streamer Vinny Benny, aka Vincent from the Acacias Train, helps us out at the Forgotten Freshness booth at Too Many Games, but didn't this year because the first day of Too Many Games was the first day of the Acacias Train tour. However, they had a day off in Pennsylvania on Monday. I don't know if they had a day off, but they were killing time at a mall in Pennsylvania. And Vincent texted our group chat and was like, we're just killing time at the mall in blah, 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 Pennsylvania. We just missed you guys. And we were like, we're just sitting here eating breakfast. We're still in town. We have no rush. We're just going to make some stops on our way home. Like, we're not on a schedule. So some of us went over to the mall, met up with them, and saw Mike. Am I glitching? Is it Tuesday's internet or am I glitching? I currently have here it's fine. Fine all the way in Germany. So unfortunately, it's probably year end Tuesday morning. BRB. Okay, we'll be here. Oh yeah, so I saw Mike, my buddy Mike Recon, my best man. Literally, he was the best man in my wedding, and he's playing guitar for the Acacias Train on this tour, maybe more. And oh, my internet's actually getting fucked up now. Getting back into the green. Hopefully it stays in the green. Anyway, so asked Mike how it's going. He said it's going great. The other guys also said it's going great and that Mike's doing a great job. So, yeah, sounds like it's going awesome. Mike is like the best dude to have play in your band, especially if you play that type of music. There are people who are as good as him. Okay, Tuesday morning reset. Welcome back. Now it's glitching for the present. I am getting like the little like red light to indicate that like now it's green. A moment ago it was red. So it might be a combination because now it seems to be something on my end. Oh yeah, so there are people who are as good as Mike at that type of music, but I don't think there's anybody who is better than Mike at that type of music. That type of, uh, moshy metalcore. Okay, President says it was glitching there, but it was only short and sound is not affected. Okay, cool. There's nothing interesting visually going on at the moment, so. Mighty Jake trying to think it out and see if he'll be staying on full time. I bet he is. Maybe, I think they're, you know, I don't know. They haven't said anything one way or another. So maybe they're seeing how they all like this. But Mike is the chillest dude and also the best guitar player for any sort of moshy metalcore. And I was not surprised that he learned all their stuff as quickly as he did, because, I mean, he's filled in for so many bands where he's got to learn a set right off the bat. And those dudes, I think, are more professional about being like, well, here's how to play the songs. Whereas I think some of the bands he's filled in for, he's just had to like listen to the CD and learn it, you know. But yeah, hopefully he sticks around full time. Um, he's a great fit, you know. He's already friends with those guys. Uh, he lives around here, just like Vincent and Kevin. Um, you know, he knows Devin and Griffin from touring in other bands together. He's yeah, he's a rad dude. Love him. I do too. We have matching tattoos, and they're ridiculous. But I can't tell you what it is. No, I could. I just don't want to. Yeah, Mike's a good dude. The other guys are good dudes. It's a match made in heaven, in my opinion. Okay, let me set this over here. I had a good setup going the other day for streaming games, and then I was like, ah, shit, I gotta set up my soldering station. And I never really like picked it up properly when I put it away the other day. So, you know, have not presumed to have achieved perfection. Getting there, maybe. Jake, are you gonna catch any of those shows? I know Pypro was talking about trying to catch one or two of those at Casey Strange shows. Man, what the fuck? Everything's all tangled up. Well, here's part of my soldering station. The brains. You don't think any of the tour dates are close enough for you? Totally understand. None of them are close enough for me. The closest one, I think, is in Horseheads, New York, wherever the fuck that is. I'm like kind of an old man now. Like, before I'd be like, oh, only 3 hours? Then there's another one the next day that's 6 hours? I'll just go to both. I'll have hanging out. Now I'm like, I'm old and tired and more so a little freaked out by germs still. Horsehead is not far. That's the impression that I was under. If Horsehead is not far for you, that means it is far for me. Not far for like 2017 John Torn, but far for 2022 John Torn. Actually, I didn't even go to see a Casey Train when they played in Albany. I was like, I don't know, those fucking germs. First time I had missed them locally in over 10 years. Since Tony started playing with them. The Tony era was when I first started appreciating a Casey Strain. Okay. Alright. Oh, should I plug this into the wall? Probably. That would make it a lot easier to use if I plug the power in. Plug it in over here. The other stuff on the kill switch. Okay. Oh, goggles. The fuck did I put them? Oh, there they are. Hachi machi. True again. I gotta clean these. I can see fine, but, you know. Okay, fume extractor, aka smoke absorber, is on for safety. Soldering iron is warming up. Okay, all you need to do right now is remove this one wire, because we're not using it for the screen mod we're gonna do. Okay. You didn't really know much about TAS until Devin joined. I respect that Ohio pride. Not even gonna fuck with them until they get a dude from Ohio in the band. Strong Brother DS, also a Twitch streamer. So I didn't fuck with them until they got an Albany person, which the first time around was Tony Diaz. But then, by the time Tony left, Vincent had become an Albany person, and Kevin. So. No, I'm just being silly. I know that's not why. I think. I know people are like, oh, they're so much better with the original lineup. No, they weren't. I don't think they had a lot of good stuff before Wormwood, and I know Wormwood was written by the old guitar player and everything. I think Wormwood was their first good album. I don't give a shit. And then the one after that I think was bad. And then everything with Devin. So the last one without Devin was bad. Death is the Only Mortal. But then after that, Devin joined, and anything with Devin, everything with Devin has been great. It's like a whole other band, in a good way. I mean, it's not like a whole other band because it still sounds like a Casey Train, but like, it's like they were like here. Since Devin, they've been like here, and I agree. This lineup is the best. We already know what the rest of them write like together. Devin, Griffin, Kevin, Vincent. And yeah, the last couple records, Slow Decay and the one with the black and white cover, were also written with Tom. But it's like, well, the one before that, Grave Bloom, was written before Tom, and it was Devin, Griffin, Kevin, and Vincent. That's it. And those 4 dudes are still in the band. If Mike ends up writing with them, I don't know if he's going to write with them or not, but it can only go up. Like, Mike can do no wrong. So yeah, this is for sure the best lineup. I think I might. I don't know where I put my fucking magnifying glass. Oh, I ordered a new USB microscope from AliExpress, so it'll take quite a long time to get here, but it's one that actually had good reviews. There's my fucking box cutter. One that had good reviews from people who mod Game Boys, so hopefully once I get that, I will be able to actually have the microscope showing up on stream. Okay. Here's a question. Where the fuck did I put the screen for your stuff, Jake? I got all the non-electric parts. The shell, the screen lens. Oh, those aren't ear stickers. There's a sticker. The fuck? Screen's kind of the most important part. What's over here? That's not it. That's not a screen. Yes, when I have the microscope, the president will be able to criticize my soldering even better. Yes. It's, that'll be the best part about it. Honestly, it will be the best part about it because when you say, hey, you shouldn't do it like that, you should do it like this, then I will learn something. How the fuck did I put this screen? Alright. I'm going to throw the BRB screen back up, and I'm also going to run an ad because I forgot if I don't do that every so often, it'll do the pre-roll for people when they join, which I don't like. So let me just throw on BRB, throw an ad on, and the screen's got to be at the other end of the room because I was cleaning the room the other day. What? Just a moment. All right, we are back. I don't know if the ad's still running. It's very hard to tell. It's very confusing for me. But if you're not seeing ads, then we're definitely back. The screen kit was on my desk. I actually put it somewhere smart. All right, let's see what we got here. Let me turn the fan off for a minute. Okay. So got the kit right from Funny Playing. Is that a dancing pancake? Stack of pancakes? Dancing stack of pancakes. Okay, the other glass lens is a little bit different. It's got like oh wait, they are the same. The rainbow effect on the letters on this one is a little bit more intense. Maybe not. I don't know. Well, either way, I have an extra one. Dancing pancakes. Cool. Okay, gonna need a little bit of soldering on this one. All right. see what we got here. First, we can test it before we start doing the soldering. Because the soldering is going to be to control the brightness. Oh, for pancaking, right. Pancaking. So there's two main revisions of the Game Boy Advance motherboard. One uses a 32-pin connector. One uses a 40-pin connector. A lot of kits like this are made in a way so you can order one kit and use it for either version. So see, it's got the one end here, 32-pin, flip it around, there's the 40-pin, and you just kind of fold the flex cable over whichever way you need. But this is a 32-pin motherboard. So pop that in there. We'll lock it in. There's a fucking... Where'd that come from? Oh, shit. Alright. Came from the other Game Boy Advance. Just a little power slider. Power switch slider. Power slide. Whatever. Okay. Still see the factory markings on this. It's not going to show up on camera really, but there's some pencil that's always like scribbled on here, somebody's initials, you know, saying that they tested it or whatever at the factory. Here's a little stamped number. Here's some other marking over here, which is much less common. Whatever. Okay, it's always so confusing to get the, okay. Not always so confusing, sometimes confusing to get this cable facing the right way, just because you have to like fold it one way for the 40-pin motherboard, one way for the 32-pin motherboard. Okay, came with some little foam. This was written on from the Funny Plane factory, or the LG factory. 10 and 87, whatever that means. Okay. Okay, probably have to make 2 folds. Yep. Just get that out of the way. Okay, make sure there's not going to be any shorts. I might have to put some Kapton tape on. I need to make a note on my shopping list. I need to buy more Kapton tape. Kapton tape. Wait, do I? No, I have plenty. Well, I'll need more eventually, someday. Some of those things I'd rather have and not need than need and not have. Okay. Alright. Now, let's just get some power going to this. My preferred way to do that is to use the back half of the shell to hold the batteries. We recently tried to buy the real stuff and it was basically impossible. Yeah, man, Germany cracks down on that. Save this label even though I'm going to use a different label. Got my own custom labels made for the backs of these. Okay. Okay, it does have all the battery connectors. I think he's talking about pancakes, quote unquote pancakes. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink. I'm pretty sure it's hard to get in Germany. Oh, Kapton tape. Oh, yeah. Tuesday and I both thought you were talking about something else. The wacky weed. Going back to the pancake slang. Cool. Look at that beautiful fucking screen. Let's see if we can get some volume. Oh yeah. Oh my god, that's fucking beautiful. I could fucking cry. It's so goddamn fucking gorgeous. Marinara sauce. And I think this shell. It's a good emote. I think this shell is already cut for the IPS screens. Yes. For a couple different ones. Because there's like some little nubs here to line up screens, or you can like trim them off if you're putting in a different kit. Weed is really not difficult to get there, and police don't care either. That's good. The most dangerous thing about weed is it being illegal. The crime that goes along with it being, with selling and buying it when it's illegal. That's the only real dangerous part. What? No way. Nuh-uh. Tuesday Morning says years ago she knew somebody that worked at Domino's, and if they ordered extra quote-unquote marinara sauce, she would put weed all over the pizza before cooking it. Really? At Domino's? Also, does that like work? Putting weed on the pizza then cooking it? Does that get you high? Don't you have to I know when people make weed cookies, they have to like melt it down and turn it into butter or something, right? It was Gloversville. All right, okay, that makes sense then. Gloversville. That makes sense. Okay, let's see how this is gonna line up. Oh man, Jake, you were very wise to go for the translucent shell. This is making my job like just a hair easier. So thank you. Because I can line stuff up easier. Okay. Let me just. Yeah, no, that's good. That's good. Okay. I'm gonna have to solder a couple things before I get much further. So I'm gonna do that now. Did this kit come with wires? If so, I fucking use them for something else, but that's okay. I got tons of wire. And usually I end up trimming the pre-cut wires that come with these kits anyway because they're way too long. And just end up causing problems. Okay. Oh, I just remembered I was supposed to post something on Instagram earlier on the Mitsuba page. Took all these photos for it, and I run to the post office, and I was like, well, I'll type it up when I get home. Totally forgot. And I know it's like you get better engagement if you like post it like certain times of days. Oh my god. Do it tomorrow, I guess. post that I have more pro-choice shirts being printed, and what was the other thing? And all the orders that came in over the weekend have been shipped out. And I was going to post a screenshot of the donation to the National Network of Abortion Funds for this batch of shirts that just finished selling. I'm just putting some Kapton tape on these unused pins. The 40 pin connector. Just in case it would brush up against anything. I don't want there to be any shorts. Okay. Alright. What else we gotta do? Wire. Is there some wire over here? What have we here? May I partake? Cool. So I need to go from fuck yeah dude, sick of super viruses and weapons of mass destruction, having more fucking rights than you and your daughter. Yep. Shit sucks. So I have the label, which is theoretically a record label, but I sell a lot more shirts than records. Mitsuba, is the name of the label, for like 6 or 7 years now. But for a lot longer than that, I've been making and selling pins and then shirts and stickers that say pro fucking choice. And maybe 4 years ago, something like that, I started donating all the profit from the shirts to organizations like the National Network of Abortion Funds, to help people get abortions. Like when it was still mostly legal in the country, they would use it to like help pay transportation costs, for example, for people who lived in areas where like it was legal, but there were no clinics within like 400 miles or something. So might as well have been illegal in that area. And now I think there's probably going to be a lot more transportation costs because there's a lot more of the country now where people cannot get abortions. So yeah, trying to do something good with trying to sell cool shirts I think are cool, which is why I started making them, and do something good with the money. So can you just pro fucking choice? That's right. So can you just buy a roll of genuine Kapton over there? Yeah, I think. I mean, I don't know. I got it from Amazon. I'm ashamed to say, but sometimes that's where you gotta get stuff. It doesn't say Kapton on it. Over there, it's 95% the counterfeit stuff. Nothing technically wrong with it, by the way, or the real thing, but then you need to buy bulk. Haven't quite understood why it's like that there. I don't know. I don't know if this is genuine Kapton tape. I thought it was, but it's like, is it supposed to say inside the spool? It doesn't say anything in there. I don't know. Okay, where am I running these wires? Oh, I gotta run 3 wires. Okay, I got L, R, select. Oh, geez. Oh, now it's getting blurry. Anyway, well, just take my word for it. L, R, and select. I gotta run those to the appropriate pads. And then you'll be able to use those buttons to change the brightness. Like hold down select and press R to make it a little dimmer. Hold down select and press L to make it a little dimmer. Or hold down select and press R to make it a little brighter. But not if I don't wire these up. Trying to think. Okay, so this is not. Okay, so if this was proper Kapton tape, it would say Kapton tape. Okay. Oh well. Yeah, it works. I think you might have to buy bulk here too, because I remember when I was looking at the listings for it online, there were some that were like $300, but it was like a whole case of rolls. I'm like, I only need one roll. But maybe the bulk would have been the real stuff. Okay, I'm gonna need more wire than this. What's this? Is this a wire? Yeah. Okay. That might be enough there. It's only 2 and I need 3, but I'm gonna cut those anyway. So the challenge with these kits, in my opinion, is having enough slack with the wiring, but not too much, because you don't want it to be just getting all bunched up in there, when you close it all up, getting caught on stuff. Do. Ah. Pie Pro, how are you doing? It's good to see you. Loving you is easy because you're so beautiful. Do. Ah. Okay. So yeah, select has to go. You need it to be enough. You need it to be long enough so that. Alright, how do I explain this? When this is all put together, like the. Shit. Where the fuck is it? Okay. So, like, the select pad, the select solder pad here, it's only me going, like, from behind there to, like, right over there. Like, that long. But before you put it together, it's all the way over there. So it has to be long enough to, like, stretch all the way out there. You know what I mean? So, actually, I guess I'll use this wire probably as is. Where's my wire stripper? I think I know where it is. Okay. Yeah, it'll be a good length for that one. I heard that you drove Ben Folds 5 last night. Congratulations on being famous. Don't forget, all us little people who knew you before you drove Ben Folds. That's awesome. It sounds like a pretty cool gig. Driver for the stars. Okay, this has to go from there to there. That's probably long enough for that one. But if I'm going to have to grab the spools of wire anyway, which I probably will, then maybe I'll just get another longer piece. Shit. I always forget which, it's gotta, so for the shoulder buttons, which pin does that have to go? I think it has to go to this one and then this one. So it's not that it's the inner pin, it's that it's the one facing that way. Because it's this one, which is the inner pin, but then on this one, it's the outer pin. Get paid for hours and hours of nothing and then just drive people around and run errands. That's fucking sick. Congrats. That sounds awesome. Let me grab some more wire. I need to make some dancing emotes if I'm gonna come back and yell at us for not dancing to this song. Not angry, I'm disappointed. Yeah, that is the worst. Okay, yeah, I need to make some dancing emotes. Um, by the way, it turns out the extra wire was right next to me the whole time. But I went out. I went out into the hallway thinking that I left it out in a different room, and Sonia, the dog, was out in the hallway waiting for me. And then as soon as I came out into the hallway, she grabbed my wife's keys and ran off with them. Um, uh, so I had to, we had to buy the keys back from her. Okay. Is this wire too thick? No, it should be fine. 22 gauge. Should be fine. She is a QT puppy. I made one emote. Making progress. Speaking of Sonia. Hey. Oh, there we go. There we go. Yes, disappointment. Missing up children successfully for hundreds of years. I don't know why I thought dozens. Okay. So, let's see. Can use all this wire. All this wire. Also, I made that Jay Sherman icon, which is supposed to be for all subscribers. I don't know why it's only for me. I think I have to prove myself to Twitch to get that stuff to work. I don't know. It's probably about long enough. And that's probably about long enough. Is this wire going to be too thick, though? Maybe. We'll find out. Hachi-machi. This is a fucking life changer. If you need to cut, anything more than the average bear's worth of wires in a year, you gotta get one of these things. It fucking makes it so much quicker and easier. Look at that. Now the wire's stripped. Fucking amazing. Just pulls it right off. Oh, didn't, there we go. That was user error. Did not leave enough room. Okay. If I can do this all day. Just gonna start calling up my neighbors, asking if they have wires that need stripping, so I have more excuse to use this. This wire might be too thick. Where's my goggles? Here we go. Okay. Let's fucking get down to brass tacks. Brass snacks. I might use this wire for that one. Oh, also, oh, yeah, that's not. Okay, all right, yep, here we go. Brass giblets. Hit this. Oh, that's way too much flux. Okay. Use this to apply it. Brass giblets. Those funky giblets. Making a mess, checking it twice. Alright, the fuck. Okay. Just applying some flux. Pretend those pads. Come on now. I actually came up in conversation last night because the two guys that were coming in are big audio technicians, and you got to tell them about your friend who started streaming. Hey, that's me. And couldn't understand for months why we had to turn him up so much louder than everything else. Oh, man. Oh, man. Yep. That was me. That was me. Finally, got my microphone turned the correct way. Okay. Let me strip this one. I think I'll use this one for the select. Okay, pretty good, pretty good. Okay, run this to the pad marked select. And the conversion ribbon, or whatever you want to call it. Oops. Oh, maybe I should do that again. Okay, so there's 3 pads on this flex cable. Well, there's 4, but we only need 3. And they're marked according to which buttons on the system they need to be wired to. So this one is going to select. And again, this is for controlling the brightness of the screen. How about I do not burn my hand? This is one of the hands I use. You gotta go eat dinner? Alright. Have fun eating dinner. I'm gonna finish this while you're eating dinner. Maybe not. I don't know. But have fun eating dinner. Fun language trivia. The most common microphone pattern in English is called cardioid. Yep. So shaped like a heart. Whoa. I never picked up on that. That's why cardioid. Because it's. Fuck. Because it's shaped like a heart. Wow. But in Germany, it's called Niere, which is kidney. Amazing. I think it looks more like a kidney than a heart, personally. Wow. So that's where the cardioid word comes from. That is cool trivia. I need the thinner wires. What am I thinking? This 22 gauge or whatever the fuck is going to be way too thick. So I'll use these thinner wires. I'm sure I have a third piece of it around here somewhere. Oops. Hey. Man, what the fuck? No, okay. Yeah, okay, yeah. Alright, so you agree it looks more like a kidney than a heart. I need to get new flush cutters and then stop using my flush cutters as wire cutters. Son of a... Hey, hey, hey. Let me hit this with some sauce because I'm going to need to wire some shit to it. Oh, a little more than I needed. That's okay. Put the flux syringe away for now. Okay. It's going to be going to L. Is it going to reach? God damn it. Not really. I just think these wires are going to be way too... I don't know. You can try it. No. Need thinner wire. No two ways about it. What did we hear? Let's steal some wire from that. Oh, it's a Game Boy Micro screen. Just in case. My Game Boy Micro screen is fine, but you never know. Dropping stuff. Fuck. Alright, I'm not going to put the BRB music on because I don't have a dancing emoticon for you guys. I'm just looking over here for wires. Looking for wires in all the wrong places. What the fuck is Okay. Found a bag of wires from the kit that I use different wires for than what came with the kit. So here, this is exactly what I'm looking for. Exactly. Pretty sure that's the right pin. If not, I'll find out when I power it on. Then I'll just switch it to the other pin if it's the wrong pin. So we can definitely trim this a little bit. Fucking kid. Oh, there it is. Lose my ass if it wasn't bolted to my neck. It wouldn't be the same if Geddy Lee sung Closer to the Kidney. Truer words have sometimes been spoken. Okay, let me... this next. Yep. Total eclipse of the fucking kidney, bro. Ha! Pypro says, of course, his favorite part of any Rush song is the part where Geddy Lee doesn't sing. Agreed, 100%. Feel like I would like that band a lot more if it wasn't for the singing. No disrespect, it's just not my cup of tea. Look at that. Fan-fucking-tastic. 100. And another one. Bubbles. Buble. Okay. Now let's test the screen, the brightness adjusting functionality. Put this in here for ease of connecting the batteries. Even with this, I almost put the batteries in backwards, so that's why I do it like this instead of using a little clip with the batteries. Because I always think I'm gonna attach the batteries backwards. Okay. Fuck. Oh, these batteries are crooked. It's a damn fine kitty right there. Okay, now it is a little hard using the select button without the whole thing being put together. I'll show you what I mean. You know what? It doesn't even need to be the select button. Just something to put there to make a connection. The fuck is that? Ah, shit. This kit's going to make me put the shoulder buttons together from scratch. Usually these things are already in the shoulder buttons, these metal parts. It's fine. You know what? Wire it to the start button instead of the select button. No, I'll just adjust my instructions. Or I could move it to the select button, but... So, I just gotta press the little connector down. Okay, holding the start button. I think. It's really hard to tell if I'm making the connection or not. Kitties are so nice. Kitties are so nice. Get them down, spin them round, tickle their bellies twice. Amen. So if I can make sure I'm making a connection. Pretty sure I am. So, I was saying that I wasn't sure which, if it was the left or the right pins that I needed to solder those wires to. So, it looks like I soldered them to the wrong ones. So, I will desolder them and put them to the other ones. And while I'm in there, I'll switch this to the select instead of the start. A little bit of flux on there. Solder it from there. Oh, solder to there. Trying to get an angle so it's not going to be crisscrossing over the buttons. Is that a proper amount of solder though? I don't think so. Maybe just a touch more. I'll feel better. Whoops, sorry about that, guys. Also, sorry I just shouted when I did bring it back to my face. Thank you for drawing that to my attention. Original Pi Pro. Before I get much further, now that I've switched it to the proper pad for select instead of start, I just want to try this one more time. Before I switch the other pins. Okay. So yeah, it's going to be the other pins. That's fine. Quick fix. Okay. Kitties are so nice. Kitties are so nice. Get them down, spin them around, tickle their bellies twice. Amen. Did you miss a cat? I don't know. I think they're talking about that Trailer Park Boys show. I'm sure that's probably not how you sing that song. They said something about bubbles, which I know there's a bubbles on that show Trailer Park Boys. So I assume that's what they're talking about. Yeah, this will definitely be this crap will definitely be easier with the microscope. This fucking thing. Bubbles got to be the front man for Rush. That's cool. That must have been an improvement. He sings much better than Geddy Lee, I bet. Lurk. Biznot. Hello. I gotta set up my fucking lurk commands. I gotta set up all this shit. Keep forgetting about. Here, I'll make a note. Eating dinner and watching. Awesome. Thank you for hanging out. I've never seen that Trailer Park Boys show, but from what I understand, it sounds like I'm missing out. Eating dinner and watching. Let me turn that fan off for a minute. Okay. All right. I love that fucking screen. Okay. So let's try to hold down the select button. Man, what the fuck? The first 7 seasons are the best. It kind of goes off the rails after that. Noted. Elliot Page was in that show back when there's still Ellen Page. Okay. I'm a fan of that actor. Apparently not a big enough fan because I didn't know that. Alright, here's what I'm going to do now. Because I don't know if the select button is even registering. Because it's really hard to press it without the whole fucking thing being put together. So, I'm going to load up this little easy flash that has... Oh, it's going to be really fucking hard to do without the buttons. It's like I load up the button tester that I have on the easy flash, but, damn it. let's see. Can I? It's just really hard to press buttons when you're just kind of like laying the membranes on there. Okay. Fucking goddamn it. So it's like, I don't even know if I was properly pressing the select button, if it was being registered or not. I don't know. I found out that someone invented a mod kit for a 3DS to capture video, live video from a 3DS. Apparently it's a very hard mod that takes like all day to do, so for me it would probably take all week to do. But if I did it to a 3DS, I'd be able to stream 3DS games. So I'm thinking about it. I just don't want to do it to my 3DS, so I'm asking Frank from Forgotten Friendships to keep an eye out for me for another 3DS, preferably one that's speed up, because I don't care what it looks like, as long as like the screens work and the thing works, and that's the right motherboard revision that's compatible with the kit. We'll see. Okay. Shit. Oh, whoops. This is so fucking annoying. Just trying to press these buttons without the thing being put together. No, not the test suite. Fuck. Do I have a button tester on here? Oh man, that'd be a bum out if I don't. Does the test... I don't think the test suite has a button tester in it, ironically. It should. Like, why not? Do you guys see why this is difficult? Because, like, the membranes that make the connections on the buttons don't have anything holding them in place. Oh. This didn't go far enough down. Tools and service test carts. Okay. So I can't fucking... There we go. Alright. Okay. Heard that the one place I used to install HDMI out on 3DS doesn't do it anymore. Do I know how to install one? I just learned about a new kit. And it's not even HDMI out. It's like... I could be wrong. I just learned about it. I didn't watch the thing on it yet. But I think it gives you like a USB connection. You have to hook it up to a Windows computer and run special software on the Windows computer to get the video. But it's a new kit. Is it available? Yeah. If you go to retrorgb.com, it's in a recent post. Just look at the recent posts on retrorgb.com, and it's in there somewhere. And he has a link to where to get it. But apparently, if you have a compatible display, you can even get the 3D on your external display. And I guess the lag is not so bad. But anyway, I have a 3D TV. If I could use that, that'd be cool. But mostly just want it for streaming. Anyway, let's see if the select button is actually being held down. Okay, it is right now. And L and R also being held down, but those are fucking clicky, so I wasn't worried about that. Okay, not getting any brightness adjustment. I think I was right with the pins the first time. As far as the pins that I soldered to for the L and R controls. I was second guessing myself, and I switched them to the other pins. Yeah, I didn't order the kit yet because I think there's slightly different versions of the kits for slightly different versions of the 3DS. And I don't know which one I'm going to end up with for my extra 3DS, so that's why I didn't order the kit yet. I also really want to get the I really want to get the HDMI out. Well, it's not. I really want to get the video out kit for the regular ass DS, or DS Lite, whatever. But now I'm thinking maybe just skip ahead to the 3DS capture. Yeah. Although there are other things that you can do with that DS kit, like make both screens be on one screen overlaid over each other. But anyway, the 3DS kit is much more interesting to me at the moment. Okay, let's turn this thing back on. Switch the pins to the other pin. Switch the wires to the other pins for the shoulder buttons. You both get bad for 3DS capture. Sounds like even if you're bad at it first, there will be a market for it and you'll get good at it fast. Yeah, that makes sense. It's apparently real fucking hard to do. Okay. Ah, shit. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I have a broken 3DS, but I want a fully working 3DS to do it with. Because I want to be able to play 3DS looking at the fucking system and also stream from it. That should be good. Okay. Let's try this again. It's very important to me. Very important to me to get the brightness controls working. Let's see. Did I see any people at Too Many Games? I did. I mean, I saw lots of people. Did I see any people I know? Also, yes. Square Painter. Kurt from Hardcore Gaming 101 and the Castlevania Dungeon and many other websites. Jeffrey Wittenhagen from what the fuck is this thing called now? It's a Switch publisher now. Can't remember the name of the company. Saw Players' Choice Games, but Anthony was not there because Anthony was in Europe playing rock and roll on tour. But he had employees there working for him, which is good. So he could be on tour. Okay. Oops. Okay. Brightness control would be excellent. On a hard task, just turn the brightness up. When overthinking, turn it down. Oh. I was thinking more for like... Oh! You mean brightness like mentally. Yeah, I would love to be able to control my own personal level of brightness. That would be nice. Okay. Select button not... Okay, now select button is being pressed. Got to love speak to text almost as much as you love not proofreading. Takes all kinds. Why is the fucking brightness not working? Select is definitely being pressed. L and R are definitely being pressed. If you had that brain control, you definitely turn it down knowing stuff sucks. Yeah. It's understandable. Okay. What am I missing with this soldering here? Let me look up the instructions. Okay. Nope. What? No, that's not what I'm looking for. Okay. Come on. Okay, funny playing. It was... Which kit was it? Oh, you fucker. Very unorganized website. Give me categories, man. Let me just fucking go down to the GBA category. That's not it. That's not it. What the fuck is... Oh, I know what that is. Nope. Shit. That's it, but a slightly different revision. But I bet the instructions will be the same. And there aren't any instructions. Tight. You fucker. If you don't understand stuff, everything just happens randomly to you. I definitely have known people who definitely just feel like everything is randomly happening. Man, what the fuck? Okay, are there instructions over here? Should just be those three. You fucker. Right. Yep. Okay. Just show me where to fucking solder. Yep. Okay. The fuck? That's... Man, come on. Okay. Yep. LR select. Oh. Oh, shit. Alright, sorry. Fuck. Okay. Soldering to the wrong test pad for the select button. I need TP2. And L and R are currently on the right things, so that's good. Okay. Sorry, Jake. Ah, fuck. Okay. Pop the batteries out for safety. Yep. I'm going to pop that cartridge out. Pop this out. Okay. I don't know why I was so sure it was this one down here. Doesn't even make any sense. Well, whatever. Made sense at the time, but it was still wrong. clean up those pads a little bit. Where is goddamn solder wick? Oh, right there. Happens to presidents too. Good to know, President. Thank you. Flatten these out so they're not in the way of the button action. Okay. TP2 is what I want. Shocked. I'm shocked. Well, not that shocked. Okay. Wait, did I tin this? Not really. Okay. There's the rest of that smoke got absorbed in the smoke absorber. Then I'll turn the fan off. The super down to earth type of president that ordinary soldering soldiers can relate to easily. Yes. Love it. Soldering soldiers, as y'all say overseas. Okay. Yeah, hopefully select button is registering. Well, not right this second, but I mean when I do this. Yeah, there, look at that brightness control. Making it less bright. Making it more bright. Ah, perfect. Fucking beautiful. Love it. Cool. Alright. Well, now all that's left is the fun part. Actually putting this shit together. With the... actually putting the shell together. All the electronics work is done. However, excuse me. Wow, excuse me. I don't want to rush that because self-worry about dust getting in between. When you're putting on the glass lens, you gotta make sure dust isn't getting in there. So I don't want to rush it. And it's already 8:15. The dog has been occasionally coming up to the door and whining a little bit because she knows it's time to eat dinner and watch our shows. So I'm going to finish this tomorrow night. All that's left is the fun stuff. Just putting it all together. So rather than rush the final steps tonight, just do it tomorrow. I'll be on 6 p.m. New York time. And yeah, we'll finish this tomorrow. I have a short day at work on Friday, so even if it takes fucking forever tomorrow, we'll just fucking stay all night. But I do not have a short day at work tomorrow, so I'm not going to stay up all night tonight. Thanks for streaming. You're welcome. Thank you for hanging out. And I will be back online tomorrow. Thanks everybody for tuning in. And tomorrow will be the final chapter in the saga that is Mighty Jake 182's Game Boy Advance. But until then, everybody have a nice... see, the fucking button is all the way over there. I was going to try to be slick and press the button when I'm done saying goodbye, but I put it over there because I didn't have enough room over here. So, yeah. All right. Bye, everybody. Catch you tomorrow.